Good morning. It's time for 11s. I want to talk about two things today. The first one, judgment. The second one, forgiveness. So two things. Judgment. We make judgment calls all the time. If we're driving, we decide, is there a big enough gap for me to pull out into? Do I accelerate? Do I overtake? Do I slow down? How do I drive? Certainly the jobs we have would mean that we make judgment calls. God calls us to use the common sense and the wisdom that He's given us. Sometimes we have bad discernment and we don't make the judgments that we ought to, but we can seek His guidance, and the Holy Spirit is always willing. In fact, the Holy Spirit empowers us to make the right choices, but sometimes we go wrong and we make a mess of things, and that's where forgiveness comes in. I want to talk a little bit about Peter, that great faithful disciple. He told Jesus, I'll never desert you, I'll never run away, I'll die for you, I'll lay down my life for you. And then it all goes pear-shaped, doesn't it? Dear old Peter. And he denies Jesus in front of a slave girl. He swears he doesn't know anything about him. And the cock crows. And Peter goes out and he weeps. Well, what are we going to do about judgment and forgiveness? Well, the telephone's ringing. I wonder who that could be. It could be a bit like Jesus on the beach after the resurrection. I don't think it's Jesus calling now, but what happens to Peter is that he's fishing. Jesus is on the shore cooking some fish, and he invites Peter to come and share some breakfast, and then he restores him 3 times. Peter denies Jesus 3 times, and Jesus asks him 3 times, do you love me? And then he gives him something to do. He's forgiven, he's restored. He made a bad judgment call. He made a mess. He let Jesus down. But Jesus forgave him. And that's what I'm holding on to. In this time when there is tension, there is pressure, it's a mess, it's a crisis. But forgiveness and right judgment still matter. God bless you. Have a good day.